y'all. This is the Dojo podcast, episode 5. This one's with Conor. Conor's a pretty good friend of mine. I've known him for a few years now. A confidant in the music world. He's speaking about 2 different projects that he's got coming out. 40, and then an untitled release at this moment. You can find him on SoundCloud, Bandcamp, all the rest. It's it's Conor. He's also affiliated with Strange Friends, so you can find some links to his music through their camp. Get to know him, listen to his chat a little bit. Enjoy.
Conor,
What?
tell me about your dangers.
Man. What are you buying?
I wish I had the balls to just keep that up the entire time.
Just
Oh, Conor, tell me about yourself.
I think the funniest thing that I've heard in a Hispanic accent is definitely from the movie Three Amigos. Do you remember when it was the birthday party they crashed and all?
No, it's been a long time since I've seen that movie.
There's like a scene where the villain's name is El Guapo, and his main henchman goes, we decided to put all our money together and we got you a gift, and he opens it and it's a sweater. And he just says in like a super Hispanic accent, he just goes, "We bought you a sweater."
We bought you a sweater.
And he has to pretend to like it.
That's amazing.
Later on, they're like, "Why aren't you wearing your sweater? Aren't you happy with the sweater we got you?" It's like 98 degrees Fahrenheit in the Mexican desert.
Yeah, I need to rewatch that movie for sure. That's
subconscious estate sales. The back roads be looking like a red rail. Here we call it red line. And New World cassettes fine. Cats think it's bedtime. The way they sleeping on them. See, they don't get grinds. Gears up in my coffin. Feel it in they enzymes. Yeah, they fear me often. I stare upon the blossom. Energy get pollen. My entities stay onyx. They rocky on the waters. Insanity is toxic amongst the sea of authors. Fantastic as the foxes. Make light amidst the squalor. Trekking like some oxen for all of us to prosper. Just let me breathe. Get out of my head. I cannot live. It's all that I have.
What's your takeaway from Damn?
Oh boy. So right now we're doing this interview on the Saturday before Easter Sunday. So I don't know if there's gonna be an album tomorrow. That seems to be the theory.
But did anyone who's like actually legitimate like say that, or is it just like a bunch of like fishy news articles?
It's the vibe. Nobody's denying it. That kind of seems like something you might want to kibosh before it runs away.
Yeah.
So I don't know. If it is just Damn, if like there's no second project or whatever, I liked it a lot actually. Yeah. As far as themes I picked up from it, it's kind of just has to do a lot with just this general idea that Kendrick Lamar is cursed.
How so?
Well, okay, so specifically I think it was on Fear. There's his dad leaving him a message that's essentially going into his idea that biblically speaking all non-white minority groups are essentially of an oppressed people because they are the righteous people of Israel, and that this is the burden which God meant for them to undertake. So anytime that he feels anytime that he feels depressed or angry and feels all these negative emotions that he's feeling, his dad essentially says, this is God testing you because this is what God meant for you to do.
And of course, your new project. What are you naming it?
I have two. So like the one coming out in a week or so, I'm planning for May 27th. It might be like the 29th, but I definitely want to make it like late May.
Okay.
Is called 40.
Okay.
And that's just like the next mixtape / like continuation from 24.
Okay. You making the beats and stuff, or are you getting other producers?
That one's all other producers, except I'm planning something big for the last track.
Okay.
But usually with mixtape stuff, like 24, I pretty much made in a week. So it changed a lot. Like I had songs ready and I picked and chose certain ones. So with this one, it can very much be subject to change some of it. But so far it's been, other people's beats.
Okay. Where'd you record it, at home or studio?
My home.
Okay. And what's the other project?
The other project is late May. I'm calling it Exodus, and that one I'm making all the beats for. And I pretty much have all of them done, the bare bones of it. I'm just writing and structuring right now.
Okay. Any concept for it?
Yeah, just the general idea of like moving from one place to another to try and find your sort of home or comfort or forgot why is the word escaping me, but yeah, essentially like your home zone.
Okay.
Your complacency, not complacency, but like, you know, growing more complacent with certain things.
Yeah. Not so much, or maybe more comfortable?
Yeah. It's definitely just like it's sort of like the double weird meaning where it's like I'm moving from home to home, but also like we set goals for ourselves and then achieve them or don't achieve them and move on to the next goal. So I think like in life we're always moving towards something.
Chove sem parar. Chove chuva, chove sem parar. Pois eu vou fazer uma prece pra Deus, nosso Senhor, pra chuva parar de molhar o meu divino amor, que é muito lindo, é mais que o infinito, é puro e belo, inocente como a flor.
Feel lost when enter a new sky. What cost with the end of a new ride? Gold cross in the enter of fruit flies. In Boston, stone panels subside. They don't know the demons wrestle. Can't see the scuffle in a mind that it does hide. Sometimes can't move a muscle. Say hi to God. Eyes gleaming like yokai. I've been observing it most times. To the moves we make for aspirations. Karma inhibits a new mind. Takes every sense of concentration. I've been lost in this shadow that clings like a veil of self-hatred. I feel my senses rattle with the shaking of my earth's placement. I cannot see my ending. I can't see no beginning when dreams take my friends while they focus on position. I need some new cognition. Mama said I should have been a mortician. Could afford these missions like this. Still got bliss.
Chuva, chove sem parar. Chove parar, pois eu vou fazer uma prece.
And then, of course, moving towards something. You're going to Australia. When's that happening?
That's I'll be leaving from Tokyo to Sydney May 23rd. I haven't received the confirmation on my visa yet, but everything looks pretty good, so I'm not really tripping.
Nice. Mm-hmm. So you're going to be playing any shows out there to, like, represent Strange Friends and stuff?
I want to. I just got the go-ahead because I asked Shango and Eric the other day. I was like, hey, I'm going to make Strange Australia. And they were just like, okay. So if I find some producers out there that I like or like rappers that I can possibly bring into the fold, I might, like, McDonald's franchise that bitch.
You should.
Right quick.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
It's very American of you. I'm proud of you.
Hey, man, we got some cool hats, and I know I can sell those hats.
Nice. You guys should make your own Crocs.
Oh, man.
Strange Crocs.
Wow. Strange Crocs? Shango does wear Crocs. Not gonna lie. I'll let it be known. Let it be known. That, yeah, because he was working in a kitchen.
I'm just going to put that at the end of this interview. Just let it be known. Shango wears Crocs.
Shango wears Crocs. He's not going to deny it either. He's going to be like, the bitch is comfy.
All right, I'm putting that at the end.
I've drowned in slower missives. I've become too submissive to a world that constantly molds me to a critic. I just wanna live it. Drop the comparison. Growing more solipsistic, can't afford these Harrisons. I might roll solo, only this mind subdues me. Replays them all as photos. I don't judge these home movies. Feel like out of work, McGurk, constantly alert to the spurts of pain I can cause, but don't analyze the hurt.
Do you want to speak a little bit on Leafs?
Yeah, I can speak on specific tracks.
Yeah. So what's the takeaway from Leafs?
Okay, so basically, like, with Leaves, that was just a random altitude beat I found because he's a super dope producer, and I was just listening to one of his things. I felt inspired, and around that same time, like, the two songs I'd been listening to heavy were Siesta featuring Samsa, and that one's just like fucking masterful storytelling.
Yeah.
And then the other one was by Patrick / like raps under the name Atlas, and that one's called The Locket, and both of them are just really good storytelling tracks. And I was like, man, I started out loving storytelling, like on some weird white boy backpacker shit. Like, I was a big Atmosphere fan, you know? So, like, the one thing Slug does is tell stories magnificently. So I just wanted to do a track that I basically told a story.
She presses another leaf before the resin runs dry. This sentiment was bequeathed before her mother had died. In a studio apartment where the sodas reside, with a single parent father with a brain that's gone fried. He comes home real late with the moon inside. He works for the state prison buses he drives. Seen the sickness of man spread in front of his eyes. With quickness disbands what is sickness of minds. Stays screaming real loud unless he's sleeping or drives. Makes her dream about the places that keep her alive. Oblivious to the fact when she doesn't, she cries. Or the way that she acts, or the cuts on her thighs. Questions every day why she is even alive. The very essence of dismay lacks the motive to strive. Life's so precarious, a counselor tells her to thrive. Use pain found in her soul from her mother's demise. But why even survive as she presses another? other. Steal the keys and just drive like her older brother. Just one to defy every word that he utters. Let him know it's a lie. Let him know that she's tougher. Let him know he deprived her of her only love. The only person in her life that she felt gave a fuck. That her aversion, that her strife is his burden to tuck in his conscience. To be honest, he can't even muck up a decent offense to that night in his truck. Why he moved her to the driver when her leg was stuck. But forced the issue, ripped tissue against his own luck, and watched her bleed against the console as he passed out drunk. No one wants to hire drivers with a DUI. A grieving husband, single father would never be tried. He thinks on all the lives, all the people he took, as she listens to his words and presses the book.
Man, people can find me at my house, and then in Japan, and then at my new house, and then also via a series of tubes. They can find me on my SoundCloud, which is It's Conor.
Yeah.
Find me on Facebook,
Yes.
Twitter, and Bandcamp under Tom Bombadil. Or actually, Twitter's the Tom Bombadil, Facebook is just Tom Bombadil, and then Bandcamp is Tom Bombadil.
Formerly known as Tom Bombadil.
I still produce as Tom Bombadil.
Oh.
Just producer only projects though. Like if I make a beat that's super rappy, I usually just keep it under like rapper name. But if I'm making like heavily atmospheric stuff, like I'm definitely gonna still make Tom Bombadil stuff. I've just been taking a break from it.
Well, thanks for chatting with me today, Conor.
Yeah, no problem, man.
This will be coming out on the 16th. So
Okay.
Hope you enjoyed it, and thanks for listening.
Shango wears Crocs. He's not gonna deny it either. He's gonna be like, the bitch is comfy.